Hey, welcome back to PE. Mr. Bennett here.
Mr. Kowalski.
And Mrs. Shealy.
All right, so today we are going to learn how to calculate your target heart rate zone and your maximum heart rate. Okay, there's going to be some math involved in this. We're going to get our blood pumping, our cardiovascular endurance going. Just like we talked about last class, one of our dimensions. So cardiovascular exercise today. All right, so what we're going to start off for our warm-up today is 20 seconds of high knees. Miss Shealy's going to calculate our time. You're going to go along with us as we do this. We're going to do a couple different exercises. So keep up and let's do it. Okay, 20 seconds whenever you're ready.
All right, let's go.
Go. That means up. Some arms going.
5, 4, 3, 2, and time.
Okay, good. You should be able to feel your heart rate going here, here, or here. The best way is take 2 fingers, put it on your neck. All right? Ready? Right into jump squats. Down, up, down, up. Okay, good. Feel that heart rate pumping. 20 seconds, jumping jacks. Yeah! Hey, 20 seconds burpees.
And go.
Good job. Whoo, the heart rate's going. All right, Ms. Shealy's going to explain how to figure out your rates.
Okay, so before we find out our target heart rate, we actually need to figure out our maximum heart rate first. So our maximum heart rate is going to be 220 minus your own age. So if you're 10 years old, you would take 220 minus 10, your age. So that would be 220 minus 10, which is 210. So that will be how you calculate your maximum heart rate. Now the maximum heart rate, that is the highest that your heart beats should go. Any higher, you don't really want it to be any higher than that. And it won't stay up high that long either. So after you calculate the maximum heart rate, there is a range for your target heart rate. It's about 60 to 80% of your maximum heart rate. That's the healthy heart zone. You want to make sure that you're keeping your heart rate when you're doing all those cardio exercises in that healthy heart rate zone of 60 to 80%. So to be able to calculate that, you take the maximum heart rate that you already calculated, 220 minus your age. I'll use 10 as the example, 10 years old. 220 minus 10 is 210. You will multiply that by 60% or 0.60. So that will be the lower range. And then you'll do the same thing with the 80%. Max heart rate times 80%, 0.80. You can use your phones, you can use a calculator, and then you can figure it out that way. So there will be a range between 60 and 80%. And this will give you your target heart rate range. So let's try and figure out our target heart rate, your target heart rate, together. And then we're going to see, after we figure out our target heart rate, we're going to do an activity and we're going to check our pulse and see if our heart rate is in that target heart rate zone, which is where we want it to be because that's our healthy heart rate zone.
Okay, today's activity, we are going to do what's called paper fitness. So you need 5 sheets of paper spread equal distance apart, and we have done so already, so we'll give you about 30 seconds to do that. And then we're going to get into our exercises. So we have 4 different exercises we're going to do through our 5 pieces of paper. So it looks like this. The first one you're going to do is high knees. You're going to get those knees up nice and high. You're going to go through and then go to the end of the line. There's no line for you, but for us, we're going to go to the end of the line and you're going to follow along with us. Next, we have a 2-foot hop. And when you get to the end, make sure to go back. Next, we have a 1-foot hop. Start with right foot. One back. Now you're going to check your heart rate, either on your neck or on your, right above your wrist.
And we're gonna put 30 seconds on the clock for you to record your heart rate. Ready? Hang on, I have to change it from 20 to 30 seconds. And go. And that is 30 seconds time. So after you checked your heart rate, your pulse, we recorded it for 30 seconds. Now we need to know what it is after 1 minute. So we're going to have to multiply that number by 2. So if my heart rate, my pulse was 50, I would multiply that by 2, and that would give me the target heart rate number. And hopefully it is within that target heart rate zone.
So for example, mine was 61. So if I multiply that by 2, I'd be at 102. Okay, that would be what my overall was.
And then to get into the range, you go 102 times 60.6 or 102 times 0.8, and that's where you should be falling into that range.
Good job.